All the male soldiers around her were in a deep sleep, and she quietly went and lay down among them. Just then, a soldier started to turn over. To hide her identity, she would sleep last every day and wake up first in the morning. The strangest thing was that whenever all the boys came back from bathing, no one was out. Without a shirt, someone would be wandering around without wearing pants. To avoid all this, she would volunteer for watch duty every time, just so she could stay outside the camp during bath time. But without bathing, her body started to smell, and the other soldiers started getting suspicious. One night, when everyone was asleep, she quietly headed towards the river. As soon as she took off her clothes and entered the water, suddenly from behind, the new soldier arrived. Mulan immediately covered herself. Luckily, he didn't see anything, and Mulan was safe. The next day in training, they were given the task of carrying a bucket filled with water up a mountain. The path was very difficult. Some people got tired and started crying. Some quietly spilled water to be clever, but Mulan was the only one who kept fighting till the end. Now she, along with the rest of her companions, she began to open up and mingle. During training, when the team practiced attacks, she would swiftly evade. She was ahead in every task. She would carry the water buckets to the top all by herself, and the rest. Everyone kept watching. When she reached the top of the mountain, seeing the view in front, she promised herself that one day the whole world would know that women can do everything. A few days later, the enemy Ruran army was about to attack again. Mulan's unit was sent to the front. So that night, Mulan went to the general to reveal her true identity. But the general said to her, "I completely trust you. I wish my daughter could marry you." Mulan couldn't say anything. The next day,
seeing the view of Mulan, she made a promise to herself. One day, the whole world will know that women can do everything. Days later, the enemy Ruran army was about to attack again. Mulan's unit was sent to the front. That night, Mulan went to the general to reveal her true identity. But the general said to her, "I have complete trust in you. I even wish for my daughter to marry you." Mulan couldn't say anything. The next day, as soon as the general gave the order to attack, everyone fired arrows together. The enemy's forward unit was badly broken. Then, as they started to flee, the general sent Mulan with the cavalry team to chase them, but it was all a trap. While chasing, the enemies suddenly turned and attacked. Some soldiers were injured, and the rest fled in fear, but Mulan stood her ground. She fought alone. She reached a deserted valley. Just then, a hawk swooped down on her. She fell off the horse, and then the hawk transformed into a woman. She was a sorceress. Mulan immediately drew her sword and attacked, but the sorceress was very strong. In anger, she threw a blade at her chest. Mulan removed the bandage tied to herself and pulled the blade out. At that moment, a phoenix passed overhead. Mulan picked up her sword from the ground, removed all her armor, let her hair down, and rode straight into the battlefield. The enemies threw weapons at her, but Mulan returned them in midair. So with each strike, an enemy fell. Now she was unstoppable. Then the enemies fired cannons and started throwing fireballs. When she saw her comrades dying, she went behind the enemies from all sides. She shot an arrow, placed a helmet on a rock to make it seem like someone was behind. The enemies got scared and started firing backward. A ball fell on the snowy hills and snow began to fall.